Good morning. It is just after 8:30. It's Sunday morning. I am Ron, and this is Sunday Morning Live with Ron. Now, I have to apologize. This is going to be a very low energy show. We're not even going to get to do our usual demonstration. I had my second COVID shot, and I think that's why I am so wrung out this morning. I just did not have the energy to do anything different. So, this is what you get today. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Carlos. Hi, Darlia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody that's on YouTube. Welcome, everybody that's on Instagram. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm glad that you were all up this morning. Because I just could not get out of bed. That's the way life goes. So anyway, where are we? We are at Sunday Morning Live with Ron, right here. Okay, this one right here. 3:14 already. Tomorrow is the Ides of March. Beware the Ides of March. That's Shakespeare, you know? Those are important words because that's Shakespeare. So tomorrow's the Ides of March. And Wednesday is St. Patrick's Day. So that's cool. What else? I'm trying to bring up my Instagram here while I'm at it, so I can see if anybody joins on Instagram. Yep, no. Here, then here. Okay, then here. Then I can see me on Instagram. There I am. Look at me. I'm so nice. So that's where we're at. What do we do? What do we do now that it's Sunday Morning Live with Ron? Well, what we will do is I will show you the new pictures that are going up on my site this week. Those will be fun. And then I will share a lesson on composition, on how to make your photography better. At which point, normally I would demonstrate those composition techniques out in the backyard, but I just didn't get it together that far today. I apologize. So maybe we'll do double demonstrations. Double demonstrations next week. Double workouts. No. But we'll do that next time in 2 weeks. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and look at the new pictures that are coming on the site. Okay, this one here, back. This one here is a star appeared in the east. Hi, Pamela. Wow, looks like I just fell off. I had somebody join on Instagram, and now it doesn't even look like I'm on Instagram. There, now it looks like I'm on Instagram. This is Santa Cruz. The building on the right there is the Santa Cruz Surf Museum. Santa Cruz has a mythology that says they were the first place where surfing was introduced to the mainland U.S. 3 Hawaiian princes who were studying in San Francisco had their boards shipped over, and they went to Santa Cruz and surfed, and that was the first time anybody surfed on the mainland. So again, a star appeared in the east. This was sunrise. It was early September. The wildfires were still burning. So that's not fog you see, that's all smoke. The next one is called a shaft of light. This was taken up in Felton at the state park, Redwood State Park up there. Went up there on the 4th of July last year. We still could move around a bit. And came across this really beautiful, beautiful spot in the woods where fallen redwood tree, its stump, and then just really bright shaft of light. It was an incredibly bright day. I wish I could have controlled the sun better, but hey, that's what we've got today. So this one is called a shaft of light. The next one is called Any Color Car. This was from the National Automobile Museum in Reno, Nevada, where I got permission and went and spent a whole day shooting their exhibits. They had at that time a special exhibit on Model Ts. This was one of their Model Ts with the explanation sign there in front. It says they can have any color they want except black. Henry Ford is famous as saying about the Model T, like you can have it in any color as long as it's black. So this is called Any Color Car. I just love these old cars. They're just so much fun to look at. And you look at it and you go, that's really beautiful, but God, somebody could make that in the garage shop, you know? So this is a Model T from the National Automobile Museum, and the picture is called Any Color Car. And our last one is Morning Kiss of Light. This was up in Bandon, Oregon, where I went the last week of August. This was probably a week before that Santa Cruz shot. And I got up at sunrise on my first sunrise there and took a bunch of shots from up on the cliff down on the sun rising on these rock formations out in the ocean. Really, 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 really cool. And I always like sunrise because the colors are so soft. This is actually looking off to the west, so these are reflected colors. These are not sunrise colors. And then obviously sun coming in from the right there to light the rock. So Morning Kiss of Light. So once again, that was A Star Appears in the East, A Shaft of Light, Any Color Car, and Morning Kiss of Light. So those are our pictures for the next 2 weeks. Thank you, Dorothea. Appreciate that. Very few announcements coming up. We have a sale coming up the first week of April. The next edition of this show will be before that on the 28th of March, 2 weeks from today. March 28th, we'll be doing Sunday Morning Live with Ron, and I promise I will be feeling better, and I will have my camera, and we'll do the demonstrations, and I'll be more silly, and life will be much better for everyone because I will have been fully, as much as I can be, protected from the COVID virus. And I hope you are too. If you're eligible, go get your shot. That's my one. It shouldn't be a political statement. It's a public health statement. But for some reason, people think it's a political statement. But go get your shot. Okay? Improve your odds. It may not be perfect. It may not be the best thing since sliced bread, but it improves your odds by 94%. Go get your shot. When it's your turn, get your shot. I love the fact that our governor here in California, that unlike several other people that jumped in line when the shots first came out, powerful people, the governor has said, no, I'm not getting my shot until it's my turn as a healthy middle-aged male. He's what, 48, 52, something like that. Says, until it's my time, I'm not getting my shot. So I think that's an upstanding thing to do. So sales coming up, newsletter coming out today. I'm behind on everything. I really am more run down than I thought I was. But I'll get better. It only is a couple, 3 days. I'll take it easy today. I had a busy day yesterday. Yesterday, I'm learning how to do portrait photography. Mostly because it pays better than landscape photography. But I'm learning how to do that. So yesterday I went out and I did my first test shoot. 2 of the 4 people who signed up showed up, and I got some nice pictures of them. I'm really happy with some of them. So hopefully they'll be happy too. We'll see. But hey, they're getting pictures for free. They can't complain too much. So I'm doing that, but that's one of the reasons I'm run down. Is I got up early yesterday morning. I packed everything in my car. I unpacked it, lugged it out. 2 people didn't show up. I lugged it back, packed it back in my car, ran and did an errand, came back, unpacked it, set it all up, shot pictures of 2 people, broke it all down, put it back in the car, brought it all home, set it all up, unloaded it all back in my house. So that was a lot of work. So I'm really tired today. So I apologize for my energy levels. But we're here. We're going to make the best of it. We're going to make the absolute best of it that we absolutely positively can, boys and girls, because that's the way life works. You have to make the best of where you are at any given moment, because that's the best you can do. And don't let anybody ever ask you to do more than the best that you can do. Just works that way. So, we've done one of our things. We're not going to do the third thing. So, what's the second thing? There. Did those hand signals confuse you? They confused me. We are going to do our composition lesson. Because today we are on our 4th set, I think, off of this one article. It's from petapixel.com, a great site to learn about photography. This particular article by Barry O'Carroll from 2016, 20 composition techniques that will improve your photos. This is our source material. Now, you may think 2016, lots of times on the internet when you get things that are over a year or 2 old, they're no good. Composition techniques have been around since ancient Greece. Okay? They really have not changed. So you can read older articles on composition techniques. So just to review, we've read about the rule of thirds. All right. Which is dividing the scene into thirds and shooting the pieces along the third lines like that or like that. We've learned about centering and composition. We've learned about, here, that's much smoother. I'm making myself dizzy doing that. Okay. Here we combine rule of thirds with symmetry. And then adding foreground to create depth. I went last weekend. Last weekend? Yeah, I went last weekend uh, on a landscape photography shoot. It was a class. It was just me and the photographer. And we did a lot of foreground work, making sure that we had a foreground in the composition to create a depth of field. Here, just that boat cleat creates that depth of field. We've learned about framing our subjects, okay? So that you create a frame within the camera frame. Doesn't have to be man-made. Here, the tree on the right and the tree on the left kind of make a frame for that house. Little cabin on the lake there. Wish I was there right now, taking a nap. We learned about leading lines. They can be straight converging lines, or even better if they are curved lines that lead you into your subject. We learned about rule 0. You always have to know what you're taking a picture of. Okay, that's rule 0. We've learned about diagonals and triangles, using those to bring eyes. Of course, converging lines create triangles. Interesting, interesting. This set of triangles. We've learned about patterns and textures. If you have a pattern, the thing that's not in the pattern will jump out at your eye. In this case, we got leading lines of patterns taking us back to this place. I don't even know what that is. Perhaps he'll tell us. The Tunisia. No, it just was taken in Tunisia. And they can just be textures, okay? Here, the texture in the floor, even though it's not a pattern, it leads us out to our subject, which is the man in the frame. Okay? But today, we're going to learn 2 more. Today, we're learning the rule of odds, which says that an odd number of things in a picture is more interesting than an even number of things in a picture. Mostly because if you have an odd number of things, your eye will pick one. Your brain will pick one. Your eyes don't pick anything. Your brain will pick one. Okay. It may be different things for different people, and as a photographer, you can try to control that. All right. Now, in this one, because our brains like to think in symmetry, my brain goes to number 2. Now, he put these numbers in here, but they don't actually have lights. They have lights, but the lights don't say 1, 2, 3. And the people weren't wearing shirts that say 1, 2, 3. Okay, so of the arches, my brain goes to number 2. Part of that is because it's the brightest. Okay, but if we just had 2 people standing in that brightest frame, our eye would bounce back and forth and we couldn't decide. But we have a third person anchoring off here, which now makes number 2 the guy in the middle. Our eye likes to go to the middle of things, right? Because that protects us, right? Chopping a tree on a twig doesn't help you. You have to get to the middle of it. You have to chop on the trunk. So that's the rule of odds. Now this one he specifically put as the shot that the exception that proves the rule. Okay, these are 2 gondoliers from Venice. Okay. And here he chose 2 because they're actually having a conversation. And in a conversation, you go back and forth between two people. So here, by breaking the rule of odds, he creates that motion, that feeling of a conversation between two people. All right. But notice he still has 3 panels in the background. Okay. He's got 3 posts. There are lots of elements of the rule of odds in there. Just the main subjects, he put an even number, which creates motion, a sense of motion in the picture, because your eye doesn't know which one to look at. So that's called the rule of odds. So you can shoot 1, you can shoot 3, you can shoot 5. Once past 5, your brain just sees many. So, don't try to count the herd of cows that you see and make sure that you clip one off if it's not odd. Okay. But use 1, 3, 5. Okay. Another nice thing about using the rule of odds is it's very easy to arrange an odd number of things into triangles, right? You got 3 of something, you can make a triangle. And then another one makes another triangle, and another one makes another triangle. So you make shapes with them. And then the last one we're going to talk about today is filling the frame. Okay? You can make your subject appear very, very strong and important if it fills the full frame of your camera. Okay? There's no question about what's the subject of that picture on the left. Okay? There's no, was he trying to get the tree? Was he trying to say something about the enclosure the lion was in? Was it a political statement against animals in captivity? No. The subject here is a lion. It's this lion right here and exactly what he's thinking about you taking his picture. All right. Same thing on the right. By filling the full frame, and where did he take this one then? Oh, that's Notre Dame. Okay. So by filling the full frame, it gives you a feel of the immenseness of that facade. All right. Right. The focus is the detail of that architecture, not the prettiness of the overall shape, which you would see if he cropped it wider. Okay. When he was composing the picture, if he cropped it wider, left in more sky, you would think, oh, what a pretty shape. But the point here is look at the details. Okay, look at these little things here and the people in there. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful shot. Okay, so those are our 2 tips for today. The rule of odds, where you use an odd number of objects in your subject area to produce a settling effect. Or you break to create motion between 2 subjects. And then the second one is filling the frame, which just creates huge, huge, huge emphasis on the subject. So, Those are our two topics for our lesson today. I apologize that I'm not going to be able to demonstrate those. I just am too wiped out. You know the term bone weary? That's just how I feel this morning. You can hear in my voice, I've got a little scratchiness. I just overdid it. They tell you not to overdo it when you have your second COVID shot, but I overdid it. So I apologize. It's not everything it should be. I still am glad that I was here and able to talk to you. And you get a beautiful from Doralia. Once again, just a quick recap. Our pictures were a star appears in the east, a shaft of light, any color car, and morning kiss of sunlight. No, morning kiss of light. That's it. So those are the pictures. They will be going up tomorrow morning. I will be taking it easy today. And we will see you in 2 weeks. I hope you all are signed up for my giveaway this month, which is, where did he go? Here he is. The giveaway this month is a wall of green. So if you're already on my email list, you'll know because you'll get an email this afternoon. So if you don't get an email this afternoon, you know you're not on the email list and you need to go sign up. It's just that simple. There's no other choice you have. Because I'm giving away a wall of green to celebrate the official coming of spring. So that will happen between now and then, right? Like March 21st is the official first day of spring. Hi, Anna. Anna joined me on Instagram. Welcome, welcome. And so do that. Get in on that. Where do you do that? Well, let me tell you. You can do that at ronalcottphotography.com. That's my online home. You won't find me there, but you'll find my pictures there. And go there and you'll see a banner. It'll pop down after a couple of seconds that will tell you to click there and you can enter the drawing from there. So if you're not already on my email list, that's how you enter the drawing and get on the email list and learn all the wonderful things that I have to tell you in my emails, because they're a piece of work just by themselves. I think that's about all the energy I have. So I'll take care of me. You be good to yourself. Be kind to other people and become the person that you would like to meet. Peace out.